Hello and welcome to episode number 22 of our Blyth Spartans series. Today we are taking on Forest Green and Sutton United in League 2. And we actually have 7 days in between we play the first and second game. So that is very welcome news. Here is how we've gotten on since the last time you saw us. Not the best form. You can see we have had quite a few losses and draws this season, but we are still in a pretty good position. So after the Salford game, we took on Tranmere, and Luke Kundle got himself a first half hat trick. Then of course we give up a late goal to ruin our clean sheet. Then 3 games we failed to pick up a victory. 2 1-1 draws. First was against Colchester. Another late goal from the opposition sees us drop 2 points. Then we kind of do the same thing. We got an early goal in both games. Aldershot gets a goal in the 74th minute. A late goal, not quite as late as the previous 2. But I don't know if that is a loss of concentration or a worry about a lack of fitness. But that is not a trend I want to be seeing occurring this season. Then a very, very, very disappointing showing in the FA Cup. We took on National League side Halifax in the first round, and we got absolutely embarrassed. A 5-2 defeat. Jonathan Bevan gets himself sent off in that game as well. Just an embarrassing showing from us here, and one I'm not happy about. That is 2 FA Cups in a row where we get knocked out in our first game, or at least the first round. So if we go back last year, we won in the qualifying round and we lost in the first round. We came in the competition in the first round this year and lost in the first round. Very, very disappointing that we continue to have trouble in the FA Cup. It's not like we have trouble in other cup competitions. We won the FA Trophy last year. We had a fantastic run the year before that in the FA Trophy. This year, we're doing very well in the Papa John's Trophy. It was actually our next game. We faced off against Mansfield. We won in the penalty shootout, which sees us qualify for the knockout stages of the Papa John's Trophy. So I'm not sure what's going on in the FA Cup. So next year, we better make it a little bit farther in the competition. We need to be seeing an FA Cup run at some point here. But that is how we've gotten on. Here's how we sit in the league table. We are back up into 4th position. Aldershot ahead of us. They are, of course, the team that won the National League last year. So both teams that came up are doing very, very well. Then Mansfield are in 2nd, and Bristol Rovers leading the way on 33 points. Today's opponent, Forest Green, they are down in 12th place, just a few points outside of the playoff positions. They'll be looking to work their way back up to the playoffs. So another tough game here, but we are at home at Crofts Park. That is very welcome to news. Last time we had 2 tough away games. But we'll have the fans behind us today. Team news is looking like this. Aryan Reiki is away on international duty with India. Oxlade Chamberlain is out suspended. Byrne is just a few days away from returning to full fitness, so he might feature in the second game. J.J. O'Donnell returned to full training today. He makes his way to the bench, but the starting lineup is Mitchell in goal, Martin, Cullen, and Elise Grant. That is Alfie Grant at right back. Kamaro Grant is on the bench. Midfield of Bevan and Sharif. And then the attacking players, Octoflex, Kundle, Bob, and Torre. Because Reiki is away on international duty, we see youngster Mike Johnson on the bench. Not exactly the quality you want to be bringing on to a League 2 game. But as I've been saying all season, our depth is very worrying. But we should hopefully be seeing some loanees coming in during the January window. That is still over a month away. We'll have to make do with what we have right now, because we just simply do not have any money to sign free transfers. We are still over the wage budget. But that's enough of all that. Let's go ahead and we'll jump into this one. Blyth Spartans versus Forest Green. A battle of the greens. Let's go. Corner for the Spartans. Kundal whips it in, back post. Leaves, heads it over to Akoflex, who heads it in for his 10th goal of the season. The Spartans off to a flyer here. Leaves actually is saved, but it falls right to Akoflex, heads it home. 4 minutes in, now Forest Green, a corner at the other end, and they equalize a minute later. Fantastic. Great job, guys. Keep up the good work. Man, this team, we have been struggling recently. We got off to a flying start in the season, but we are dropping points fast lately. And Forest Green looking to get 2 quick-fire goals here, and they nearly do. They head it just wide. Come on, boys. What are we doing? Another corner for the Spartans. Kundal whips it in again. Harvey Cullinan gets his first goal for the club. 2-1 to the Spartans. Let's go. Can we actually hold on to it more than a minute this time? Hopefully. But deadly from corners here today. All 3 goals happening from corners. But more importantly, we are up 2-1 now. Let's go into another highlight here. We're on the ball. Alfie Grant throws it in. And now Grant is working it up the right-hand side. Sharif turns it over. Poor pass was looking for Grant, but we are right back on the ball here. Akoflex with a shot. That's gone in somehow. Akoflex getting his 10th goal of the season. I think that is his 11th goal, because I'm pretty sure I said the same thing during his first goal. So that is wrong. But we are up 2 goals now. Akoflex beating the keeper from long range, near post. Questions are going to be asked about the keeper there, but we will take it. And we are into another highlight with Forest Green on the ball. Kundal with a big tackle. We are looking to get a goal out of it here. Oscar Bob has not had a great start to his career here with the Spartans, and that should have been 4-1. We go into halftime with that 3-1 advantage. Akoflex with a first half brace. Cullinan getting the other goal. We are looking in a good position now. We just got to keep it up here. But I am liking what I am seeing. Come on, the Spartans. First highlight of the second half. We are on the ball. Kundal plays it back to Alfie Grant, who plays it to Lease. Now we're working it up the right-hand side with Alfie Grant, who whips it across for Kundal, plays it down to Oscar Bob, who hits the post again. How unlucky is Oscar getting today? That one was a much more difficult chance. But he could have had 2 goals in this game, except it was just inches wide onto the post. We're going to make our first 2 substitutions. Hickey on for Sharif, and Garside on for Martin. Another corner for the Spartans. Kundal whips it in. We nearly got a 3rd goal from a corner, but we hit the crossbar this time. The highlight is not over yet. Now it is going to be over. Akoflex gets rolled off for offside. We'll go ahead and make our final substitution. We'll bring on J.J. O'Donnell for Kundal, who's had a fantastic game. Could be the final highlight here. We are on the ball once again. Garside on the left-hand side looking for options. He's going to play it back to Bevan. who picks out Cullinan, plays it back outside to Garside, who whips it up to JJ O'Donnell. Oh, JJ. Nearly making it 4-1. We have another corner. We have been dangerous with them. Bob to whip this one in. Oh, it misses everybody. And now Forest Green looking to bring it forward. Hickey gets in the way, but the ball is picked up by a Forest Green player. And they have a ton of space on this right-hand side. They whip in the cross, but Alfie Grant is there to intercept it, and surely the full-time whistle is going to blow, and there it is. A 3-1 victory for the Spartans. Back to winning ways here in the league. A fantastic showing from the Spartans here today. Hopefully that will kickstart us and get us back into good form. But that was a very good performance, especially from Luke Kundle and Octoflex. Mo Torre, I see, didn't have the greatest of games, a 6.4. Not used to seeing that from our talisman, but that was a great performance, and we'll bring you back here for the second game. And we're back, and here's the team to take on Sutton. Very similar to last team, except Kamarl Grant comes in for Cullinan, and Oxlade Chamberlain comes in for Alfie Grant. Carl Byrne returns to the bench after his injury. Let's just go out there and play like we did last game, and we will be bringing 3 points back to Blyth. Come on, boys. Let's get the back-to-back wins. Early highlight, we are on the ball. What can we do with it? Working it down the left-hand side. Martin whips it across for Bob. It gets headed away, but it falls to Oxlade Chamberlain, who whips it across back post for Octoflex off the post. Nearly getting on the score sheet again, but the post denies us once again for like the 4th time this episode. Now into another highlight. Sutton play it forward, but we win the ball off of that goal kick. Looking for options here. We're now working it up the left-hand side again with Martin. He plays it up to Octoflex. But Sutton get the ball, and now they play it forward again. This time they win the ball, but the second pass is not good enough when we're on the ball again. End-to-end stuff going on here. Turning it into a basketball match. But can one of us find the breakthrough? Oscar Bob plays it back to Oxlade Chamberlain. Whips it across for Octoflex, and this time it is a goal. Let's go. 1-0. 16 minutes into the game. Oxlade Chamberlain to Octoflex. Great cross by Oxlade Chamberlain. Keeper made a mistake trying to come out for that cross. He misses it. Easy header for Octoflex. Love to see it. And that is how we go into halftime. That 1-goal lead. Another talking point again. We are picking up quite a bit of yellow cards. We have 3 of them. We've only committed 6 fouls, but we've gotten 3 yellow cards out of it. And of course, Sutton, 5 fouls, 0 yellow cards. Seems to be a bit of a bias if you're asking me. But we have the goal lead. Let's keep it up here in the second half. We have stopped them dead in their tracks. They've gotten 1 single shot off. It wasn't on target. We're dominating possession. Come on, boys. Let's keep it up here. Forced into an early second half sub. Sharif has picked up an injury, so on comes Jordan Hickey. We're into a highlight. A throw-in for the Spartans. Martin tries to do a long throw, and it's not very good, but we're on it still. Looking for options, but that was not a great pass by Hickey. But Kamarl Grant is there to clean it up. We're back on the attack. Oscar Bob plays it inside to Hickey. Ooh, nearly brought down for a penalty, but it was a very well challenge. And we open across. Oh, it's headed just over. We're going to go ahead and make our second substitution. On comes Harvey Cullinan for Daniel Martin. And we'll hold on to our final sub here a little bit longer. And we're going straight into a highlight here. What can we do with it? Bringing it out of defense from the goal kick. Kendall has it. He plays it back to Lise. Over to our young midfielder Bevan. Back to Lise. He plays it up to Akaflex. Now Torre plays it back to Kamaro Grant. Back up to Bevan. Very patient from the Spartans here. Oxley Chamberlain. Poor touch, but it falls to Oscar Bob. And we had a real opportunity there, but we shoot just wide. Final substitution. Let us bring on... What do we want to do? We'll bring on J.J. O'Donnell for Kendall. Final 15 minutes here. Just that one goal lead. Come on, boys. We are so close. Free kick. Hickey whips it in. Looking for Akaflex, but it's headed away by Sutton. Bevan picks that up. We play it straight back up. Oscar Bob, man, you really should have turned there. But we're still on it. Now Oscar Bob again. Looking for option. He picks out O'Donnell. His shot is blocked. Elise with a big challenge. And we're pumping the ball forward again. Akaflex just over. I thought that was going in. But his shot is just off target here. Into the final few moments of the game. And there's the full-time whistle. A 1-0 victory for the Spartans. Let's go. 6 points in today's episode. A lot of yellow cards. 4 of them once again for the Spartans. Torre a 6.4 for the second match in a row. Disappointing from Mo. We know he's better than that. But a big, big result in both games today. And with that victory, we move top of the table, tied on points with Bristol Rovers, but we have the better goal difference, so we are top of the table after 18 games. Absolutely incredible from the Spartans here today. And in the season in general, 9 wins, 7 draws, 2 losses. Very, very good. And Outershot, they are near the top of the table too, just 1 point behind us. So the new boys are showing they are able to hang at this level. But that is where we're going to end it off here today. As always, make sure you leave the video a like down below. Show your support for the channel. It helps out so much. If you are new around here, why don't you go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell as well, so you don't miss out on future videos coming to the channel. And until next time, it's been your Boyd 147.